When teaching or training, we need to set model examples of behavior for learners to follow. So in the level 3 award in education training, so you're taught being a professional teacher or trainer involves acting with integrity, behaving in the correct manner, respecting others, whether in the classroom or in the workplace, and also following the Equality Act by being fair and honest. So if we don't set the example in the classroom or even in the workplace, how can you expect your learners or your employees to act professionally themselves? So the purpose of the Level 3 award in education training is not just principles in the classroom and the workplace, but also encouraging employability skills, which are the skills which we need to develop in the classroom to prepare the individual for work. So things like timekeeping, behavior, communication. So imagine we were 5 minutes late to start, then back 5 minutes late from a break, and then we get annoyed that other learners are late, so you can't start the lesson on time. So how can you be able to discuss lateness if you are guilty yourself? So you need to set examples of behavior you expect in the classroom. So don't be one of those teachers who say, do what I say and not what I do kind of teachers, okay? So by setting appropriate behavior and respecting your classroom or your training environment encourages others to feel safe. So maybe that's safe from embarrassment or speaking out or contributing to the class. And I mentioned this a lot in the Level 3 award in education and training, that learners are in the classroom setting because they need to learn, whether that's because they have identified the need themselves or that their employer thinks they need to improve. So the key point is to remember that not all your learners are 100% confident, therefore we need to encourage them to participate and express their ideas for true learning to happen. So the only way that they can do this is if they feel safe, which is why as a teacher or teacher trainers, it's important to promote appropriate behavior and respect. So with that, communication is a big feature of any teacher training or train-the-trainer program, such as the Level 3 award in education and training, as we need to communicate the required behavior and expectations during our classes. And it should be appropriate to your learners, your expectations of learners at school, expectations of learners at college, and expectations of learners at work. And these will all be different to the needs and levels of your learners. So let's use an example in a secondary school. So phones are not needed at class, but in a corporate workshop, many learners will need to be accessible. So you need to make sure that you manage behaviors to suit the environment. So whatever disruption it is, as a trainer, you need to handle professionally and delicately without embarrassing others and without interrupting the rest of the class. So you have set a schedule for your program, so you need them up to your utmost to maintain the schedule that you've set.